just for clicks, just for clicks, just for clicks, and just for clicks. So guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make a video so I can just get some more clicks and comments. Because that's what Angel Reese said on January 22nd, 2025 at 9:08 p.m. Don't believe me? I will show it to you. But welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Rudy's Rant, powered by coming out of the podcast. We talk facts over feelings. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Shoma, and thank you so much for continuing to support this channel. We crossed 7,000 subscribers, so thank you so much. I forgot to put on my other medallion because I just dropped the video on Combat Corner because I am multi-talented, multi-versed. I know about all sports. That's what I do. So let's just boom. Let me do this one too. I'm gonna do them side by side, right? Let's go like this. Let's do it. Let's do this. Boom. All righty. Look better? Yeah. Okay. That looks silly. Nonetheless, if you're new, thank you for jumping on. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow, hit the bell, leave a comment. And if you've been here before, I appreciate you. I do greatly appreciate you. I'm backwards. I don't know which one I'm holding. But anyhow, let's talk about this Angel Reese comment, which I will share with you right now because, she said what she said. She said what she said. She said it, right? So let's talk about it. Using my name for clicks is literally a drug. Man, Angel, I'm getting hot in the motherfucker. Getting hot in the motherfucker right now. You are a drug. You are a drug. God, this woman. Let me explain something to you, Miss Angel Reese. You play a sport. You played college basketball at two different schools. You left one for another because you knew you couldn't win at the one you were at, so you decided to bail out and go to a different school. We can leave that alone. We can leave that for another day. The transfer portal, not a fan of it. Don't like it. I think people are a whole bunch of chicken shit cowards and will never freaking keep playing and try to win where they start. They want to jump around. This goes in basketball, football, all of it. I think it's all the same shit. Nonetheless, let's jump on this thing. You are a basketball player. You think you're a model. You might even think you're an actress. Who knows? You might think you're a singer too. You think you're a host of a decent podcast where if it wasn't for the fact that you played basketball, you wouldn't have one single guest come on your podcast because nobody would give two flying F's about it. And you seem to forget where it all started. Basketball. And guess what? If this was 1932 and you were playing basketball, guess what? No one would know your name. And obviously Twitter and all the digital spaces didn't exist. So no one would be using your name for clicks. And the reality is you would make no money. This is where the education of the athlete needs to be brought because Angel Reese does not get that. If it wasn't for the media or people talking about her, in fact, it's more than the media when it comes to Angel Reese, because if it wasn't for the people talking about her on the internet, on Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. If it wasn't for those people that were talking about you, Miss Angel Reese, you would be nothing. You might be working at McDonald's or Mickey or Burger King or Taco Bell, taking my order in the drive-through line. No offense to those people who do that. I worked in a restaurant. I was a bus boy. I was a bag boy at the grocery store. Yeah, I was. I did all those jobs. I did a whole lot of meaty, lower level jobs. And guess what? That's what Angel Reese might just be doing if it wasn't for the fact that she played basketball. Because she doesn't seem to really have any mental skills. Because every time she speaks, she says some more dumb shit. If everyone stopped talking about you, Angel, you would become insignificant. If people didn't talk about you, Angel, guess what? You wouldn't have, I don't know, 700,000 followers on Twitter or 4.5 million on Instagram or 4 or 5 million on TikTok. You wouldn't have it. All you would be is a basketball player making $75,000 a year, and you wouldn't be able to afford the apartment that you live in right now. So go ahead, tell us all. We're using your name for clicks. It's like a drug. I'm so damn high. You want to know what? We should all come together as media in YouTube land everywhere on the planet, whether it's fans, media, mainstream media, the whole nine. No one should talk about you, Angel Reese. Nobody. You'll be broke in 2 years because you won't have any endorsements if no one talks about you. If no one buys the merch that your name is on, like you're so fucking dense as to the blessing that you have that people are talking about you, whether it's positive or negative. I learned this a long time ago, and I'm a grown ass man. You're a little girl who's 22 years old. Maybe you're 23 now. You're a child. Learn from adults. If they stop talking about you, guess what? It's because they do not care about you. So you should want people to talk about you, whether it's positive or negative, because the reality is when you are hated, people who don't like you will talk about you more than those that do like you. And you can say I'm one of those that don't like you. I don't care for your game. I think it's trash. I don't care for your public persona and personality. I think it's fake. You're not sexualized. You do it to yourself, but you want to cry sexualization. You cry about things that you have done, that you have brought to yourself, that you yourself are doing. Floyd Mayweather was the expert in that. The day he changed from Pretty Boy Floyd to Money Mayweather, most of the world started to hate his fucking guts. And you know what that did? He made $1 billion or somewhere around there. He made 100 million plus a fight. When he became Money Mayweather, it became the money team. He became unreal wealthy. Now, he may have spent it all on cars. I don't know. He goes to fight in China for 3 rounds against a 5'3" Smurf and gets paid $10-20 million. But he gave the blueprint to people. And you know who else followed that blueprint? Conor McGregor followed that blueprint. If you either, whether you're hated or you're loved, if people are talking about you positive or negatively, it doesn't matter. Appreciate it, enjoy it, take it all in. And yeah, no one wants to hear negative things about themselves, but you want to know what? People reply to me with negative stuff telling me that I'm a dumbass and whatever the else. Guess what? You're on my podcast or on my Instagram page commenting. So you're helping me in the algorithm to build my channel up. And I greatly appreciate it. And I'll go back and forth with people and I won't give two flying fucks. But yeah, you're a drug. You're the same person, if you recall, who said this. And I'm just going to share this as well because I think it's the right time. And that's on getting a win in a packed arena just because of one, not just because of one player on our charter flight. That's cute. We know who that one was about. And you also had that commentary about how in 20 years, blah, 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 you have no problem being the villain. And that's great. You shouldn't. Because people love the villain nowadays. Have you ever watched wrestling? The heel gets more love nowadays than the face. But let's keep it a buck here. Because at the end of the day, you say people want to watch you play. Well, what happened to you last weekend on Unrivaled when you played in the afternoon game and there might have been 120,000 people watching you on streaming app Max, which is why the actual viewership has not been released to the public yet. We know nobody watched you play because nobody cares about you playing. We respond to your talking. We respond to your shit. We respond to what we see. But the general fan, the general public is not watching you play basketball. 311,000 people on Friday night on the opening game in the late game, which should have more than the early game. Yeah, people turned it off before you played. But yeah, Angel, you can keep being the drug. I'll keep getting high and I'll keep getting clicks. So thank you, Angel. But you should also thank every single person who talks about you because we are the people who make you rich. That's all I got. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. This is Rudy's Rant, where we talk facts over feelings. Leave a comment. Subscribe if you haven't done so. And once again, thank you so much. We're over 7,000. Come on now.